us now by phone from Palm Beach. 5 big states today, Mr. Trump. How many are you going to win?
Well, I'd like to say 5, but I would never say anything. I want to see what happens. It's always a complicated process, but I think we're going to do very well. We seem to be having great poll numbers. I think we're going to do very well.
If you lose 1 or 2, especially Ohio, the chances of a contested convention go way up. And your rivals, especially Ted Cruz, are already organizing for that. Are you ready for a delegate-by-delegate contest in Cleveland?
Well, I think I'm going to do well in Ohio. I was there last night. We had an amazing stop in Youngstown. And, you know, we're talking to the people. And, Ohio has the highest budget increase of any state in the United States.
Are you ready for a contested convention?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to see how we do today. Maybe I'll tell you tomorrow. But I think we're going to do well in Ohio for all of those reasons. Your steel industry has died. Your coal industry has died. I think we're going to do really well in Ohio. We'll see. I mean, if I am, I'll be talking to you about it tomorrow.
Okay. You know, you said in your rallies yesterday you're a peace-loving person, but you're still open to paying the legal fees of your supporter who cold-cocked a protester in North Carolina last week. By paying those fees, wouldn't you be rewarding and encouraging violence?
No, because I don't condone violence, and I didn't say I was going to pay for
So you're not going to?
No, I didn't say that. I haven't looked at it yet, and nobody's asked me to pay for fees, and somebody asked me a question, and I haven't even seen it. So I never said I was going to pay for fees.
No, you said you were looking into it. I'm just saying, if you're open to that, wouldn't by paying those fees, wouldn't that be rewarding violence?
Well, maybe so. Maybe that's why I wouldn't do it. I don't condone violence at all. And, you know, I looked and I watched, and I'm going to make a decision. But I certainly don't condone violence. And maybe you're right, and maybe that's why I wouldn't do it.
And you've also said, you know, as I said, a peace-loving person, but many have talked about the various things you've said on the stump that seem to encourage violence. So based on what you're saying right now, are you going to be toning down your own rhetoric for the next phase of this campaign?
Well, I don't think I should be toning it down because, you know, I've had the biggest rallies of anybody probably ever in terms of primaries, and there's not even a contest. And we have had very, very little difficulty. We closed down 1 in Chicago. Other than that, I mean, we've had very, very little difficulty. If you look at when you have 25 and even 35,000 people at these rallies, we've had very, very little difficulties.
Finally, one of the super PACs going against you has put up a new ad overnight on national cable where it has women quoting you, saying things you've said about other women. I was wondering, have you seen that, and what did you make of it?
Well, you know, I have seen it, and it was a Romney deal, you know, who ran one of the worst races in the history of presidential politics. He should have easily beaten the failed President Obama. And, you know, it's a lot of sour grapes. Women, if you look at the women's polling, leaving the booths, women, I'm leading by a lot. And I've done very well with women and with men and with educated and with the military and with vets. I mean, we're doing well in every category, but I'm leading with women, and I'm very happy about it.
Mr. Trump, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
It's like a possible reversal there on the legal fees.
It does seem that way. All the campaigns are very busy this morning. We'll look